Hello and welcome to another Waypoint FPL update. I can't remember what week number we're in, but whatever one it is, it's that one. And we're back from the international break. We've obviously had a couple of weeks off. Did you go anywhere nice in the international break, Chris?
No.
No, same. Yeah,
no, I didn't. I think the only place that I ever went was the Isle of Wight. Actually, it was Mediterranean out there. To be fair, so
we at least had the weather for the international break. If we didn't have the international part of it, that we had the first games come back. Obviously, that's why we're talking to you right now, and we have a new winner. It appears. A new leader. It's tied at the top now, 308 points apiece, with Flip and Brad. Flip getting the nod. So we'll take a look at his team here. He got 46 points, which is if you scan down, it's a solid week. It wasn't one of the better ones, but obviously enough to get him at the top there with the 308. So we take a look at his team here. Could have been even better. He could be sole first place if he didn't have Aaron Ramsdale, because of course Arteta decided to split David Raya, and then he's done the old strategy, get the most budget keeper possible to maximise the rest of your team, and it's bit him because he got no points from the keeper.
It certainly has. I have to say, I don't know how such an average team like that is leading the championship, to be honest. Because look at that, there's not anyone there that's really blowing me away there, Dave.
No, he had a few solid performers. Obviously, Haaland had a more quiet week. He captained him. But you're right, it wasn't a brilliant week. But we'll move on to Brad's team, because it's kind of a bit more the same. Brad clearly still on the international break, evidenced by his second lowest score compared to everyone else on the week of 40 points. You take a look down his team here and there as well. I mean, you talk about a deeply average Flip team. Beyond Saka and Haaland, and he had Alvarez as well, but beyond that, it's obviously lots of ones and twos and stuff. So,
yeah, and Man City heavy. I think Man City aren't doing well there, and this is a bit embarrassing for Brad as a United fan. I know Bruno's in there, but leaning on Man City, he's only a United fan when it really counts. Just must be galling to have to support Haaland, Alvarez and Ruben Diaz every week.
Yeah, that's a bit of self-loathing, I imagine, there as well. So, yeah, absolutely. Brad doesn't have the crown, not all by himself anymore. And to be honest, it's a pretty close race. Like you say, I don't think it's a particularly top-heavy year so far, but it is a fairly close race for the top five, because we can see myself and Mike's team both had a week high among the leads, 62 points there to get us to 304 and 302 points respectively. So I'm obviously sitting 4 points off the leaders, and Mike is 6 points. Take a look at my team. So you'll notice a key theme. I did not captain Haaland. I'm not a sheep like everybody
Congratulations
else.
to you.
And I got a whole extra 8 points from it, but that's the difference in getting me back in the top five. And obviously you can see there's some fairly other good scorers supporting around that.
I'd say that one was much more exciting. I'm ashamed about McAllister, but
he's trash. He's dead to me. I think I've transferred him out.
No, I have to say, I do like your bold move, the Brentford left side. That's there it is.
Didn't pay off this time round, but
it did not.
No, Pinnock.
Who's the Palace player you got on your bench?
That was Gay. He did not play. Yeah, he obviously didn't play because he had the knock. But that's okay, because that actually brought Sven Botman into my lineup.
Not bad day.
Saved my bacon there. And then Mike obviously had the other solid day there as well with the 62. We'll take a look at Mike's team, and again, similar theme. He captained Salah as well. I don't believe that's the first time Mike's done that. I think he may have done that once or twice before.
He might even love him.
He might
even love him. Word on the street is that Salah's only good against the bottom half. All right. That is word on the street. Now, I don't know how true that is, but I'm pretty sure that's the case. So there you are.
So as you can hear, we've got the podcast dog today as well. She's trying to voice her opinion on the podcast, if that's coming through on the microphone. So don't know what's going on there. So we'll go to the bottom of the table now then. Actually before we do that, Ollie rounds out the top five. You can see there as well with the fairly respectable 53 points on 298. It's not far behind there as well. At the bottom of the table, we do have a sole last place still, and that is Tim, who is now 7 points adrift of the next position with the week low of 38 points. Alex also did have 38, but he's obviously had a bit of a better performance beforehand, so that keeps him above there. We'll take a look at Tim's team, and I'll let you give the lowdown on this. You know what? There's nothing deeply bad that he's done. It's just kind of like you say about Brad's and Flip's team. It's just a bit meh.
You know what it is? It's Darwin Núñez up front, mate.
Yeah,
I think that.
And Trippier on the bench.
I mean, any team without Haaland is it really a team?
He's going contrarian. We'll give him that. But it's obviously costing those points so far.
I have to say, as a real life team, that might be a little bit unbalanced. I mean, say all those fullbacks in defence.
That is the kind of immersion breaking thing for me with FPL fantasy, that you could literally start a backline full of fullbacks.
Yep.
While great for fantasy, it doesn't really translate to
absolutely. Thankfully, tomorrow we don't have to do that.
No,
so that's good.
I'm pleased to hear that. Looking elsewhere, so yeah, as I said, 7 points adrift. Aiden is the next one there, in 14th place with 244. There is a bit of a gap between that, so it's a bit of a two-horse race at the bottom, because you can see Ben, who, to be fair to him, had the second highest points in the week, despite being lower down the table, but that separated him from the bottom two. So congrats to you, Ben, sitting at the 264 there. So solid choices. We may as well show his team as
Big
well.
Big riser this week, good for you, Ben.
Yeah, distance yourself from Aiden and Tim there, get away from them. A fairly strong week. No, we're well beat, so to speak, but just solid points.
Absolutely. And can I just say, I want to commend, this is the third Liverpool fan we've come across on here. That's it. In fact, it might be even the fourth. Ben, Mike, Tim, and Flip. I didn't even know Flip was a Liverpool fan, by the way. But I want to commend Ben on the choice of kicks. He could have gone Liverpool red, but instead he went for Waypoint teal, or whatever that colour is.
Bleeds aquamarine.
That'll do. Showing who the right team is to support this season. Indeed. And it's not Liverpool.
Indeed. So that's it for the Waypoint FPL update this week. It's obviously fairly close at the moment, so we'll see what the other week brings. Thanks for joining, Chris. Good luck, guys, tomorrow. Let's go out and get a nice win in our first cup game. Have a good weekend, everyone. Goodbye.